Hey, look, it's that guy from Skylanders. Would you look at that? Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy. We got Spyro, we got Ripto, we got that guy, we got that guy, we got that guy, Gladiator guy. Original 3 games remastered. Yeah, let's go to the back. Alright. Relive the adventure. 3 games and over 100 levels to explore. Re-experience epic challenges and re-encounter the fiery personalities, stunning new animation and graphics. Just got Spyro there. The games. We got Spyro the Dragon, Spyro Ripto's Revenge, and Spyro Year of the Dragon. Very cool name. PS4 Plus Enhanced, all that other gigabyte stuff. And right. Now let's go ahead and open the game up. Not much to say other than, hey, isn't this cool, guys? It's really cool. Alright, the game's open now. And there's the disc. Alright, you got a Spyro, and we got some, just basically just the box art, but formatted differently. And on the side here, we got an advertisement for CTR, Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fueled. I know a lot of people like that game, so yeah, that's cool. And let's talk about Spyro! Totally! That guy from Skylanders! Or at least that's what I thought, 2 decades ago. My first ever experience with Spyro basically was when I originally played Skylanders. If you don't know, Skylanders, one of the most popular fads ever. You buy the Toys of Life thing. Everyone was doing it. Disney was doing it, and Activision was doing it. You'd buy all your cool things like Trigger Happy and stuff, and I'll be real, I don't know any other names. I only knew Spyro and Trigger Happy. I've forgotten every single Skylanders, man. Skylanders is a completely dead series. I've completely forgotten all the names, but I only remember Trigger Happy, and that's it. But when I played Skylanders decades ago, I was like, oh, look at this cool purple dragon from Skylanders. I had no idea, and I had no idea that Spyro was his own thing. He wasn't just specifically made for Skylanders. I had no idea, but nevertheless, I still loved Skylanders. I love Spyro, at least using Spyro, because I would always use them and beat the game with them even, I think. But unlike what I thought, Spyro was actually, his own character. He had his own games. He had 3 games, in fact. And I had never heard of a single one of them. Honestly, quite frankly, I didn't even know about the other 2 games. I didn't even know he had 3 games. This is like Pac-Man all over again. Of course, I knew he had 2 games, but I had no idea Spyro had a second game. I thought he had just the 1 game, but no, apparently Spyro has 3 games. Very cool. Now, this game is very similar to the No Point in hide it. Game's very similar to the Crash game. Insane Trilogy. In my opinion, comparing Reignited Trilogy to Insane in Trilogy, well, Insane Trilogy just hits a lot better, if you ask me. But that's my opinion, but I'm pretty sure most people will agree with me. Insane Trilogy hits a lot harder. And there's no point in hiding it, because, well, if I'm talking about this, I have to talk about them. And basically what Activision did, they took Spyro and they also took Crash Bandicoot, and they made these beautiful remasters. I talked about this in the Pac-Man video, so you get these really cool remasters of these classic PlayStation games. Now, me personally, I was not really planning to get this game in specific, but basically, to keep this short, when I was buying Pac-Man, I also happened to see Spyro for $5. Do you know how insane of a deal that is? Spyro, the Reignited Trilogy, for a measly $5. That is one of the best deals I've ever seen. 3 fully remastered Spyro games for only $5. Deal of a lifetime. So when I saw this game, instant buy. Unfortunately, I've yet to see Insane Trilogy for PS3, but quite frankly, I don't feel like I'm gonna ever end up getting Crash, because man, I have the game on Switch already. Yeah, it was a loose copy, but, like, if we're being real here, it's probably for the best that I just, just stick with, what I have on Switch. And I also have it on Steam, so, not that much of a reason to actually buy the game on, PS4 at this point, with me already having much better ways of, get it. But hey, if I ever do find Crash for a similar, maybe like $10, I'd buy it on PS4 or Switch. But well, no, I already have it on Switch. I have a loose copy that I got for like $10. But my point is, cool. I now have Spyro. Not on Switch, but hey, I have Spyro on PS4 and I have Crash on Switch, completely different consoles, but this would technically be a better experience because of course the PS4 versions are the better versions, just because they run better and they obviously will look better. But yeah, who's looking at that, man? They're just good games. They run good on all the consoles, so it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, in terms of like Spyro as a character, I don't have any strong opinions about Spyro. He's kind of just a purple dragon to me. I don't really know much of Spyro's personality because I've never played any of his games. My only experience with Spyro games have been Spyro GBA game that I would play for 10 seconds and then immediately get off of it. So yeah, not much experience with any of the actual traditional Spyro games. Just like GBA game that I played when I found out that oh wow, the DS can play GBA games, let me buy a bunch of GBA games. And somehow, someway I ended up with a Spyro game. I played it and I didn't think too much about it. So yeah, not too much to say about Spyro as a game because I haven't played any of the good ones, which these are probably the good ones. And I guess there's also my also another experience that I had with Spyro after Skylanders was that Spyro does a thing. I'm pretty sure everybody knows the Spyro does a thing and the remixes, and I love the Spyro does a thing animation. That animation is great, and that was one of the first the second experiences, the very early experiences I had with Spyro. Very cool, very awesome. And other than that, lastly, the only other Spyro thing I know about is the microplastic memes, the yummy microplastics meme with Spyro, he's fat or something. I really like that meme. There's just something very funny to me about the fat Spyro and yummy microplastics. It was a very funny meme to me. But other than that, that's about all my Spyro knowledge goes to. I have no idea who this villain guy, honestly, I kind of forgot his name. It starts with an R. I have no idea. But as a series, I don't have any strong feelings for it. A lot less feelings about Crash, even though I've never played through the Insane Trilogy either. When it comes to Crash's character, Crash just has a really expressive character, regardless of knowing and playing his games. Everyone knows Crash is crazy. He's really wacky, but so I really like Crash, and that was a character who I can get excited for. But when it comes to Spyro as a character, you didn't get much personality really in Skylanders, since there were so many characters in Skylanders, they weren't giving them all fleshed out personalities. And with me not playing any of the PlayStation games for the original, I don't know his personality at all. I don't know what kind of character Spyro is at all. So this will be a way for me to jump into the Spyro universe. So that's cool. So yeah, there's not really anything else for me to talk about with this game. I don't know any of the characters other than Spyro, and yeah, that's it. Everything else I said. So yeah, that's the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Spyro Reignited Trilogy video, and goodbye.